My name's John Reagan, and I'm the founder, CEO of E-Powersport. Our home office is based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Basically, I started this company so that we could bring these vehicles at an affordable price to the masses. As I looked upon the landscape of what was available, I just found things that were either really expensive or really didn't meet a real transportation need. They were more like a toy. And so our goal is to bring real electric transportation at affordable prices. Before I did E-Powersport, I was a tech recruiter for the last 20 years. I worked with a lot of technology companies, worked at various casinos, and I also advised executives and startups and small, medium-sized businesses on process and strategy and stuff like that. As I got into this space and realized there was definitely room for improvement when it came to pricing, as well as the overall support that people got with the product, I decided to jump in with both feet and start this company, E-Powersport, to address those issues. So when I first started, I initially just thought everybody, like mass market everybody. But typical customer is somebody that really just wants to save money on their transportation and have fun while they do it. As I started riding my bikes and testing them out more and going around town and looking, and really when you get on these things, you realize that you slow down a little more and you get to observe what's around you. And in that vein, I found that my real customer were the ones that I saw walking, and they're the ones that I saw waiting for buses. They were the ones that were wearing the housekeepers outfits for our casinos and stuff, and they're the ones that really can't afford $5 and $10 a gallon gas, but they're the ones that make everything in our society and everything in our civilization possible. You know, we have a lot of fun toys, right? We have motorcycles, we have these bikes, and then they have a lot of cost. But my ultimate goal is to get a few bikes in that we can sell for under $500 that will get people 30 to 40 miles on a distance on a charge, so they can have this truly affordable transportation. So they don't have to be waiting hours for a bus or waiting hours riding on a bus, but they can get that time in their life back to sleep or to do meaningful things, you know, or read a book and maybe get some mental health back in their lives. Those quickly became my target customers. Some of our initial roadblocks when starting the business were just getting established. So the biggest one actually was choosing a platform. Going through and figuring out which one I was going to use first was key. And as I started looking, I realized that cost was going to be probably one of the biggest roadblocks and barriers with some of the systems that were available. I learned about Zoho back in 2010, 2009. Even though I'd used Zoho for a long time, there are a lot of other web-based commerce platforms out there. This is what I already knew from working with Zoho for so many years. Was when I went to set this up, I said, okay, if I can't find what I want in a singular platform, I know that at least Zoho has all the components and pieces, because they have sites, they have checkout, they have subscriptions, they have all these different components that I could basically link together to make the e-commerce platform I needed. And so then I'm in Zoho and I was like, oh, look at this. It's a new app. It's the e-commerce platform. I was gonna make that. And so it was serendipitous, really. It was almost coincidental. Zoho, right about the same time, had launched their e-commerce platform. And so when I saw that and started comparing the pricing to the other prices that we had, and the fact that, hey, Zoho had taken the effort and put all this stuff, these pieces that they already had, together for me already. And so as I got to explore it, or late summer last year, that I started playing with the e-commerce stuff, and they were telling me it's still in beta, we still have things we're working on, but it just covered everything. And not only did it cover all the points I needed for my website, it also did inventory, it integrated with their book system, it integrated with the CRM, so as I'm talking with customers, I can have their information right there. Just kind of lucked out, actually, that it turns out to be a lot less expensive overall than a lot of the other platforms that are out there. Zoho Commerce allowed us to be online first, which has been a really big thing for us as far as presence goes. Its overall cost and capability really helped drive our business. Like once we were up and established, even my family, my brothers were impressed with the website, telling me, oh, it works on iOS just fine. I can go in and buy something if I want, no problem. A great site, I would say if we had to go with another platform and some of the other systems we would have to use as well, we would probably have to raise our prices even to the customer just to compensate for all the tools that we would need that come with Zoho and Zoho Commerce that are available there. As far as our business decisions, I would say that it's allowed us to look at our traffic and look at what people show the most interest in. And because of that, we're able to better organize our purchases. And Zoho gives us that capability. It gives us the ability to look at how things are performing. And even as we look to become these larger enterprises in the future, because you can start small and it doesn't cost you a lot. I mean, the overall ROI on what you're getting is tremendous. And I don't say that lightly. I'm a very critical person when it comes to software and stuff. So if there were problems, I'd be like, well, you guys need to fix this. But as a small business, it encompasses every aspect that I could think of that I would want to manage. And so, I think it's an essential offering for most companies.